What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day out there to all the moms. Hope you enjoyed your day. Getting into this episode of GH, Brooklyn just never learns her lesson, I suppose. I guess nobody ever truly does. Like, she just continues on with her shenanigans, and Ned is obviously not impressed. I guess Ned is quite fed up with her at this point, and I don't blame him. She's sitting there calling Ned, trying to get Ned to bail her out, and Ned pretty much hung up in her face, which I don't blame him, because at the end of the day, it's like you get tired of her foolishness. Like, you are a grown ass woman and you keep playing these childlike games. You know what I mean? Like, you think it's okay for you to walk around punching people in the face and causing a ruckus and acting a plumb fool when you do all these things and then you expect your dad or somebody to bail you out of it. No, you need to learn a lesson. That's why Ned let her ass sit there. He's not coming to help her. I don't blame him. She's a grown woman. She got herself into this mess. You can get yourself out of it. Find a way to get out instead of calling on your father every 5 seconds to bail you out of a situation. Like, he doesn't have a whole damn company to run. Like, he has a whole company to run. He got a whole wife, a whole stepson. He got things to do. Ain't nobody got time to be dealing with your foolishness. Like, I don't blame Ned. Not one bit. Not a bit. Because if it was my kid, I would have done the same damn thing. You gonna sit in county jail. You you gonna sit in the jail until you figure out your situation. Until you see a judge or figure it out. Like, I'm not. It's a detriment to keep getting your kids out of trouble all the time. Like, you're not doing them any favors, especially when they're the cause of the trouble. Like, I'm just saying, like, you're not doing them no favors because you get them out on small stuff, they'll be doing major things and expecting you to bail them out of that. No, nope. So now she on the phone calling Dustin. Dustin's phone goes straight to voicemail. She ain't got many people in that town to call. Like, why she didn't call Sonny, I don't know. I mean, you could have. I mean, I understand why she didn't call him because Sonny's plate is kind of full right now, and I know Sonny ain't trying to deal with her shenanigans. Um, so of course, her and Chase are just going back and forth, trading little, little snarky little insults or whatever back and forth. Chase is fed up with her because obviously he got, things on his brain about the Willow situation and all that. So he's not trying to be dealing with Brooklyn and her foolishness either. He basically told her, make a phone call whoever you got to call to help you get out of here, or you're gonna stay overnight in jail. He said, quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Like, he was just harsh with it, and I don't blame him either because everybody just fed up with Brooklyn at this point where her just with her dumbness. Um, I got the feeling that the writers are yet again trying to chem test. I think they're definitely trying to do a chemistry test between Brooklyn and Chase. I see a little bit of chemistry there, but I definitely don't see it going any further than what it is, which is just banter between the two and snark. That's all I see it for what it is right now. I really can't see Chase with her, honestly, not in a romantic sense. Sleeping together, probably, because they do give off that sexual tension vibe. Romantic vibe, no. A little bit of sexual tension, maybe. Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Nell is up to her shenanigans. She's desperate at this point, very desperate. Um, Nell is very desperate because she's going to Julian now for help. Like, she already thinks she got Nina on her side. She's trying to get Nina. Now she's trying to get Julian to be a character witness. Julian was like, hell no. Julian is not for her games. He said nope. So now, of course, she's trying to come up with a deal that if Julian helps her, then he can have some time. He could get visitation with Wiley. That still doesn't appeal to Julian. Like, he still doesn't want to do it because he feels like Nell is just an unfit mother, plain and simple. Um, and he feels like the child would be better off for Michael. And he's not about to sit up there and lie to a judge and say, "Oh, Nell is great. She's good for the child." He ain't about to do all of that. He's not about to do that. And he just basically told her, "Get the hell out of his bar. Stay out of his bar." He went to go bail Brooklyn out of her mess and told his waitress or whatever, his bartender, do not serve her. But somehow Nell ended up getting a drink anyway. And of course, Nell goes over there to Chase, sitting there talking about something. Oh, I can give you a second chance. We can have a second chance or whatever. Chase is not here for her foolishness. He is so over Nell. Like she's sitting there talking about, oh, I can have you if I want you. Nell, you are delusional as all get out. Like she really thinks she wields that much power. And a lot of this stuff with Nell is all a mind game. She just tries to play games with people. That's all she tries to do. And now you're trying to play games with Chase. Oh, I can have you. I'm gonna get everything that I want, and if I wanted you, I can have you too. No, you think you can have him. The only way you can get Chase or even get him to sleep with you is if you drugged him. That's the only way. Chase is not interested in you whatsoever. But of course, her little deluded mind keeps thinking that she can do whatever she wants. That's what she likes to believe. And she's so cocky. She thinks that she's gonna win this custody case. I'm like, you are just so full of yourself. Like, you really think you got this thing on lock. And it's like she did not listen to nothing her attorney told her. Even her lawyer said that her getting full custody is not a guaranteed thing. He said the most you would get is joint custody. That's the most that you can get. Full custody? Even her attorney didn't see her getting full custody. And that's coming from your lawyer. You know what I mean? So why are you still so cocky that you're going to get full custody? Like, she's just so full of herself. And she just needs to, back the hell off and, come down off that high horse. I hate when people text me while I'm doing a video. That's so annoying. I wish I could turn my text off or put it on Do Not Disturb. I think I can, but it's whatever. So anyway, she go walk her ass to the back or whatever. Chase is still moping around about Willow. Finn tried to call him, to tell him to come have a beer with him, but Chase just wasn't in the mood. So he ends up going to the pier, having a whole bunch of flashbacks about him and Willow, and then, Finn comes up. I'm glad he has Finn to talk to, and I love how him and Finn's relationship has come full circle, because their relationship in the beginning was so rocky. It was so rocky in the beginning. So it's amazing to see how far it's come in the past, year or 2 years. It's amazing. I think Chase. I think it has been 2 years since Chase been on the show. Hasn't it? Been a year or 2 years? I think it has. I think so. So yeah, it's good to see that their relationship has come full circle. They could talk and confide in each other. But of course, Finn is the type of person, he's going to give you a harsh reality. He told Chase, what you're doing is noble, but you're still an idiot. You know what I mean? And I agree. It's obvious that this whole situation is just killing Chase right now, because he's not going to get the future with Willow that he envisioned, that he wanted. At least not for right now, he's not. But it's his own doing, because I agree with Finn. Him and Sasha should not have played God, and this is what happens when you do. I felt like the plan was stupid from the word go. So, this, you're just going to have to learn a lesson from this. So anyway, Brooklyn and Julian come back to the pub or whatever. Nell is back there eavesdropping on their conversation. And Brooklyn is just getting on my nerves. Like, she's sitting there talking about, oh, well, it's lucky that you came and got me. That way I wouldn't have to rat you out to Uncle Sonny. Brooklyn, how many times are you going to keep bringing up this crap about you snitching to Sonny about what Julian did? About him tampering with Brad's brakes. And of course, Nell was right there to listen, so that way she could now try to blackmail him. It's like, if you were going to snitch on him to Sonny, you would have done it already. Like, stop trying to use that little corny ass leverage that you think you have to get what you want, just so Julian could do occasional favors for you. It's getting redundant at this point. Like, Julian doesn't owe you anything, and if you're going to rat him out, go ahead and rat. Don't sit there and keep talking about it. Be about it. Stop threatening, because it's getting rather annoying and old. It's obvious that Julian's over being blackmailed at this point. He been told her that. Like, if you're going to snitch, go ahead and snitch. Be his guest. Do what you got to do. So anyway, Diane is sitting there prepping Michael and Willow for the custody hearing or whatever. Basically, she has faith in Michael that he's not going to lose his cool in court. But she's a little apprehensive when it comes to Willow, because she's seen Willow lose her cool in court with Shiloh before. And like she reminded her, Nell is way worse than Shiloh. So she needs to make damn sure that Willow's not going to go off the rails and go crazy in court, in front of the judge and stuff like that, because that's not going to be good for the case. That's going to be horrible. Um, but Willow talking about, oh, I'm gonna keep my cool or whatever. So after Diane left, Michael and Willow started talking, and he nervously started kind of laughing nervously or whatever, kind of shooting out a marriage proposal or whatever, an impromptu marriage proposal, and they talked about it, and she was like, her circumstances has changed since the last time they talked about getting married. But she made it very clear that if she does marry Michael, she wants it to be known that she's still in love with Chase. And, Michael is perfectly fine with that. He was like, as long as you love Wiley and commit to being there for him, he was like, I'm cool with it. So basically, she agrees to marry him, which I think is just the dumbest idea because, and the reason I think that is because will marriage help your custody case? Sure, it can help boost it a little bit, but it's not a guaranteed victory for you. You know what I mean? There's plenty of single dads out there who get full custody of their kid. Plenty of them. All you have to prove is that the other parent is unfit by testimony, evidence. That usually helps your case. You know what I mean? Like, if you have all the testimony and evidence on your side, you're guaranteed you're a lock. You're going to win. So I don't understand why he feels the need to do all this foolishness about marrying Willow, because I just feel like this plan is just not going to go off without a hitch. Then there's the possibility that him and Willow might actually fall in love, and she might just dump Chase and want to stay married to Michael. But Michael did warn her that, when you marry him, you're basically marrying into the Corinthos Quartermain family. So therefore, certain secrets you might have to keep, between both families, which is true because they're both high profile families with a lot of drama, a lot of secrets. So, hopefully Willow can handle that. Even though her and Michael are going to be married in name only, it's still a lot of baggage that comes with that. You know what I mean? I just feel like something bad is going to happen with this custody battle. I just feel like it's not going to go the way certain people think it may go. You know what I mean? Because you never know what a judge is going to say. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what curveballs are going to be thrown in there. You just don't know. You know what I mean? So everybody think that they got a lock on this, or they think they got everything planned out. But in reality, it's up in the air. Like, you don't know what the hell can go wrong. Anything can happen. And I feel like something is bound to happen with this. I just think this is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a good mess because I'm interested in seeing what this custody battle brings. Because I'm ready for it to be over. To be quite honest, like, this is like day 50,000, where they keep saying the custody hearing is tomorrow. Like, when the fuck is tomorrow? Like, is it next year? Is it next Kwanzaa? Like, when are we getting tomorrow with this custody hearing? Like, can we speed this thing along, please? Um, like, I'm just ready for it. Like, I'm ready to see what the outcome is going to be. Let's figure out this custody situation. Let's move this thing along here. Um, so anyway, that was pretty much the entire episode. It wasn't like a whole lot going on today. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.